Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode of The List. That is the list of people who need their phones taken away. We're going to be covering everything, the top 10 worst takes, as well as some takes that should have made the top 10, but were most likely honorable mentions, if anything, for the past week. Jay, how you doing?
I am doing wonderful. This past week has been some very insane takes from.
There have been a lot of insane takes, and they kind of go all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't pick just one theme this week. It was like everything.
Again, the smorgasbord. But the overarching theme definitely involved the Supreme Court, and it was wild. But before we get into that, obviously some housekeeping. Habibis, if you want to support us and you really like our work, go ahead and sign up for our locals community. There's actually a discount code, a promo code in the description of this video. And if you're watching on any other platform, not Rumble, there should be a link. But if there's not, just go hit us up on locals. The promo code is, should I say it? Should I say it, Jay? It's Jen Rubin 69. You get one full month, one free month of Habibi Bros locals content. That means, wait, do we even have the promo code here? I don't know if it is, but it's habibibros.locals.com, and the promo code is Jen Rubin 69. That's Jen Rubin 69. I'm gonna throw it up on here. Here you go. There's that promo code. So nice.
Just every time you say it, I grow an inch. But if you say it again, I'm already at 2. So if you say it again, it's just gonna go.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna go nowhere from
explode.
there.
It's gonna explode, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, hit that like and subscribe button, and of course, we got Habibi Power Hour every Wednesday, 9 p.m. East, 6 p.m. Pacific ish, kind of like the list. Right. And now we started doing a lot of locals only live streams starting last week, which was a real banger. And of course, we're not going to give any spoilers out, but if you want to go check that out, go and sign up to habibibros.locals.com and use the promo code JenRubin69. So, Jay, let's get into our top 10, shall we? You want to throw that up there?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh. So coming in at number 10 is the New York Times. And what did Donald Trump call the New York Times? The failing New York Times?
The failing New York Times. Just the
failing New York Times.
He didn't say the failing Washington Post, but he did like to say the failing New York Times.
I don't remember what he called the Washington Post.
I don't either. And it's really funny that that's what he liked to call it, even though like he was always talking to Maggie Herberman. Herberman?
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 In any event, the New York Times tweets out, experts say a new generation of less destructive nuclear arms may make the prospect of a nuclear strike less unthinkable than it once was. And if you scroll down and look at that ratio, Jay, it's not a very good one. But look at the headline. It says the smaller bombs that could turn Ukraine into a nuclear war zone. I don't know what it is that they're trying to do here, but the New York Times seems to suggest that they are like pro-nuclear bomb now.
That's what it sounds like. And it's really funny that that's what the takes we've been getting from places like the New York Times, from these experts and stuff, like wanting no-fly zones, wanting to push more aggression and push us more into this war. And then now they're saying, yeah, I mean, what's a little plutonium dropped on a city? Like, really? Yeah, that's the most damage it's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, who cares, right? It's just a little,
little
nuclear bomb.
A little, speaking of bombs, small nuclear bombs, Red Honey Monkey says, Siraj, did you read the new statement Trump put out about getting a hole-in-one in golf? Must have hit a bomb.
Very nice. I have not. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see that shit. Damon comes in here saying, good evening, my fellow Democrats. Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Mayo Lib.
Thank you, Damien. Mayo Lib. Let's get to the next one, number 9.
Number 9.
Claire G. Coleman. Claire G. Coleman tweets out, it's beautiful. This actually has nothing to do with any of the topics I had this week. This was just a really bad take,
It's
and
just
I've seen this
random
time and
thrown
time
in.
again. But it's specifically Claire saying, "I'm going to say it. I don't care if you hate me for it. The best thing you can do to reduce your climate footprint is have less children." Jay, can you actually like click go above, scroll up, and like let's go up to that person's Twitter profile. Click on the fence. And let's just look at her avatar for a second.
Oh my God.
Now, click on that avatar, Jay. I'm not going to say that, she doesn't have children, but Jay, anyone who's advocating for people to not have children probably doesn't have children.
Coming in for landing.
Yeah. So
she's got a bunch of cats. She's got a bunch of cats.
Yeah, those are her cats.
It's like 13 or 14
those are her
different.
kids.
Yeah, that's her kids. Yeah, have cats.
Yeah.
Do you know how bad cats are for the environment, especially if you don't have them living with you? Just like a domesticated
bad for
free cat.
Yeah. They're also bad for pregnant women.
They're also bad for hairlines.
Bad hygienically. They shit everywhere, Jay.
I've had cats all my life, like always growing up, and that's why I'm like completely bald.
Blake Bye on Rumble, who comes to us from Bye Guy 2009. I seriously hate that username. I don't know why you use that, Blake. He says, "Jay, you literally have a cat." LMAO.
Yes, I do. And it's really funny seeing these takes. These takes come in over and over again, talking about how it's going to be great for the environment. That if you just don't have kids, that's literally just absolute horseshit. It is all
Jay.
horseshit.
Hold up, Jay. Damien Toll says G.I. Jane 2, starring Majada Kobbe.
Guys, I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and be. I'll announce it right now. But I'm Jada Smith's body double during all the sex scenes in G.I. Jane 2.
And it's all Jay getting his ass eaten.
Oh man, I hope you guys are in for something great.
Yeah, you guys are all right. Let's go to number 8. We got Dr. James Smith, who tweets, "Shopping this morning. Most customers are employed. Most customers and employees were maskless." Guys, it's March. It's the end of March 2022. Look at that ratio. How are we still talking about how people? Are we still trying to shame people into not wearing masks, Jay? This is where we're heading.
Yeah, I want to shame every person who wears a mask. I want to shame them.
They're trying to shame people not wearing masks. We are literally doing the opposite by shaming this person of wearing a mask. Still,
and it's not going to work.
And they fucking deserve it too. They fucking deserve it, Jay.
Absolutely, because these are all the people in the very beginning. Like, you have to follow the science. This is what the science says and what you have to do. And then now, the science tells them that they're all fucking retarded, and it's like, no. We're all going to still die if we don't wear masks going to go pick up my carrots. I bet his wife fucks the carrots that they bring home. I bet it.
Hey, anything, Jay, anything is a dildo if you're brave enough.
Right. And she'd rather fuck COVID-infected carrots than this motherfucker right now.
Damien says, "Looks like the dude is wearing a mask with an unfiltered exhalation port. He's not protecting anyone but himself." Heil Mileage 66 on Rumble says, "Fucking shame them fools. Shame the hell out of them." Absolutely. And Frostbite says, "Everyone clapped for his bravery when he checked out."
That's my favorite. Like, they actually think that they're the smart, brave ones and stuff.
Yeah,
like, it's amazing.
Jay. Does this motherfucker put on like a coat during the summer because he thinks he can catch a cold or some shit?
Oh, for sure. He's the guy who was saying that, "Oh, thank you, nurses. You're the real heroes." And the first one to say that they should all be fired for the people who don't want to get the vaccine. This is what this guy is. Exactly what this guy is.
Amazing how all these people got fired for the vaccine mandate. But I'm sure we'll talk about it on Habibi Power Hour on Wednesday about people like Kyrie Irving and stuff like that, and how dude is finally let back into the game of playing home games and for the Brooklyn Nets, despite never getting the vaccine. So,
and good for
more
him.
power to him.
Seriously, absolutely.
Number seven, we got Julia Eoff. Now, Ben Morrissey, the listener, actually spelled her last name Loff, Julia Loff. So we're just gonna pronounce her name as Julia Loff, even though it's Eoff.
Julia, who likes to fuck white supremacist Loff.
Right.
That's
and so Julia Loff tweets out, as I've explained numerous times, the reason the American right likes Putin is because they are an ideological alignment. They see Putin the way he sees himself, as a defender of conservative white Christian values. They are on the same team. Jay, can you just scroll down to what the article she's tweeting out? Oh, that is J.K. Rowling, cited by Vladimir Putin, that accuses the West of trying to cancel Russia.
What? What? How the fuck? How the fuck is that? How is this where she's concluding this here? As I said once, I said numerous times, blah, 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 blah. They're talking about council culture, and nobody on the right was talking about Vladimir Putin. Putin's the one who brought up J.K. Rowling. Yeah. Putin is the one who brought up J.K. Rowling. Nobody who on the right brought up said this about Putin. Who? As I said, like these motherfuckers, man, they are so smug. Like, before they wake up and before they go to sleep, the one thing they do is have farts stored like on their desk. They pick it and go.
It's
such a good take right now.
Like white conservative, not all of them, but there are a lot of conservatives, a lot of religious conservatives who, for the longest time, hated J.K. Rowling just on the premise of her actual content, the actual books she wrote about magic and wizardry, because it was supposedly giving children the idea that, there's other powers out there besides, the power of God or religion or what have you. I don't know the full explanation. I'm not Christian, but
no, it was the same.
I've heard that explanation.
Yeah. Same thing in the UAE. They banned it because of wizardry and that kind of stuff. And Pakistan.
Yeah, and Pakistan. Jay, can you scroll it back to number 8 real quick? So I did mention how this guy probably wears a coat in the summer. He's wearing a mask right now. It's the end of March 2022. I mentioned how this guy wears a coat in the summer to protect himself from getting a cold. So ZD Willie says, wearing a coat in the summer protects from tan and or sunburn. That's how you get as white as Siraj.
It's true. It's very true.
Absolutely. Teddy Shuckler says, Siraj, your background is blurry. Can you adjust the furniture, please? Yes, I'll be right back and get that shit for you. But back to number 7 about J.K. Rowling. Master Steve, this is apparently the spell you say when you're trying to get someone's phone in Harry Potter.
Expelli your phonus.
Expelli your phonus. And then Fuzzy says, Fuzzy, you want to read this one? I'm sorry, Jay, you want to read this one? Wow, I called you Fuzzy.
Yes, that's fine. You can call me Fuzzy's dad. Jay, you say one more goddamn thing about Mama Diplo, and I'm going to reach down and Will Smith your face, you degenerate. Dude, it's okay that I'm in your mother's mouth.
Yeah, I'm glad I heard this, and I wasn't the only one who heard this, but Jay literally said Mama Diplo.
Oh, did I say Diplo? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he said Diplo.
I have like a bunch of his songs on my playlist and shit. He's a producer DJ. Sorry,
we know who Diplo is, Jay.
Fuzzy, I'm very, very sorry because I have Diplo on the background when I have your mom on all fours. Like I get confused, and some I'm ashamed. I call her Diplo too, and it makes it weird a little bit. But
because she dips low, right? She dips low for the
to the window, to the wall, to the sweat down my butt.
All right. Number 6, we got the Associated Press. The Associated Press tweets out, Democrats praised President Joe Biden's choice of the Harvard-educated lawyer and appellate court judge as long overdue, making the judicial branch begin to look more like America. Yes, because so many people apparently get into fucking Harvard and become part of the appellate court. But here's the kicker from the Associated Press. But Republicans argue Jackson brings too much empathy to the job. Jay, please, is it too much to ask for a corporate media publication to not suck a Democrat's dick?
Yes, it is. It's too
it
much.
Is too much. It is too much to ask.
It's a part of their DNA now. Look, as you can understand, what empathy means it means to be is to be lenient.
So scroll down. Let's look at the headline. Yeah. Supreme Court nominees' empathy is flashpoint for Senate. Is that how they're spinning? Is that how they're spinning? They're literally saying, "Oh, she was lenient on what? Pedos or people who have possession of child sex materials," and they're saying, "Oh, it's because she has too much empathy." Am I getting that right?
It is what you're getting right. At least in my complete knowledge. Look, I want everybody to understand.
I want to defer to the chat. Am I getting this right? Has the chat seen this particular tweet from the Associated Press? Because I'm just trying to ensure that we're not going insane.
I don't think we are. And also, like, I just want to point out, I watched all 8 seasons of Suits. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about when we're talking about the law. All right. Damon, you can go fuck yourself.
And for me, I've watched every season of The Good Wife, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay.
Hell to the yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, completely fucked up. I don't understand why the Associated Press seems to want to die on this hill.
I don't either.
There was a time when the Associated Press wasn't considered an absolute rag, but that time has come and gone. All right, let's get into the top 5. Top 5, we have Forbes magazine. Now, this is touching on look, Jay, it was the one night I checked out, and it was the one night I didn't watch anything online playing out
right.
Oscars wise. So I actually I had no idea until I woke up this morning what the fuck just happened. And we're not going to really talk too much about it because we'll focus that on Habibi Power Hour on Wednesday. But this is the wokest of all the takes that I've seen when it comes to the Will Smith slap of Chris Rock. And you don't really have to look at the article because this is an absolute statement. Forbes tweets out, "Why are jokes always at the expense of Black women?" Jay, what was a joke that you tweeted something in response to this?
Oh yeah, I did. I quote tweeted. I said, "Why did the chicken cross the road to get away from Black women?"
CJ, and every joke you make is at the expense of Black women. How could you?
I can't help it. Look, your mama is so fat that when she looked into the mirror, she was a Black woman.
Wow.
I got a million of these. How many times do you want? What else should I? Where else do you want me to go?
It's dude. I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin.
An absolute statement. Like, why are jokes always at the expense of Black women? Always. Like, it's just so fucking dumb. It's so dumb. All of these people are fucking dumb. And I think, honestly, what we need to do is not only destroy the education, the public education system and everything and academia and all that kind of stuff and start over, but we need to destroy all of journalism, like all of it. It's all garbage. The whole thing is garbage. Only have Habibi Power Hour and the list, and that's it. Nothing more. Everything else needs to get burned to the fucking ground. Honestly, the day the day BuzzFeed goes under, which is about to be soon, I'm gonna make a makeshift what's it called? Tombstone, and piss on their tomb for TikTok, which I can't sign into, but we'll get more into that later.
So what you're telling me is that, I mean, I just, there's so many good things about this tweet, and I can't like rack my brain out of like my ADD just goes insane because I'm just thinking about all the possible jokes that could be made. And you'd be like, wait, so you're telling me that the chicken cross the road joke is about black women? Like literally everything.
It's mind blowing. I know.
It
when
actually,
you come to this realization,
but I have to say, but Jay, literally, like every single time I look at this tweet, my brain fries. Like I can't. I like I'm speechless. I'm without speech.
I know it's like the perfect tweet to tweet out on this stuff, and it's not from something like what is it? Is it Jezebel, or Polymon, whatever the fuck it's called, or like IGN, or like any of these fucking far leftists, the Daily Beast, or fucking BuzzFeed, or any of them. It's not from any of these far left fucking garbage places that have absolutely mentally ill fucks working there. It's from Forbes.
Forbes, the billionaire magazine.
Right.
The billionaire magazine, Jay.
It's supposed to be about business shit and about investments and about like what's doing what and all this shit. But no, they come in with this stupid fucking article. What the fuck is wrong with the journalism industry? What the fuck is it filled with?
Why is this joke of a publication shitting on black women?
Exactly, because it's a joke. It's at the expense of black women, and it is because they're putting black women in the fucking tweet, and it's a joke.
Yeah. But by the way, Jay, how do they know that they're women? Are they biologists?
Oh, exactly. Look at this.
Look at this. What the fuck? By the way, they're putting Chris Rock in the actual image. Are they saying that Chris Rock is now a woman? I think he is. All right, let's get to number 4.
I think they made a mistake in thinking this was Jada.
You think?
Probably.
Oh, so now Forbes can't tell between black women and black men. Oh my god. All right, so the next one comes from Walt Disney Company, and Walt Disney Company, this is number 4. Walt Disney Company tweets out statement from the Walt Disney Company on signing of Florida legislation. Let's read that statement. It says Florida's HB 1557, also known as the Don't Say Gay bill. There's no mention of gay. Yeah, you basically designated that. Should have never passed and should never have been signed into law. Our goal as a company is for this law to be repealed by the legislature or struck down in the courts, and we remain committed to supporting the national state organizations working to achieve that. We are dedicated to standing up for the rights and safety of LGBTQ plus members of the Disney family, as well as the LGBTQ plus community in Florida and across the state. You know, Jay, it's quite fascinating that they were able to write this statement, given the fact that they're all fucking illiterate and didn't read the bill.
Of course, none of them did. They're just regurgitating the Democratic talking points and the Democrats' talking points, just like the media has been doing all along for this bill. It's an absolute propaganda fucking ploy that's being done right in front of your face and insulting every single one of your guys' intelligence. Even though me and Siraj don't have much, we're insulted.
That's right. Essentially.
100%.
Anybody with 2 brain cells could look at the fucking bill and realize that has nothing to do with erasing gay people or not even being allowed to say the word gay everybody here who is reacting this way is smoking crack.
Yes, they really are.
And simple.
That's exactly what it is. And the thing is like, and my favorite thing is like how they're saying this is attacking trans people. How is
not just trans people, literally everybody within the gay,
community,
LGBTQ plus, community,
whatever,
like they
blah, blah,
like
blah.
like they can't live, like they literally are going to be thrown in concentration camps. And you saw during the Oscars the fucking like woke Hollywood comedians. I think it was Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, who actually is lesbian, and then Tiffany Haddish. I don't know if Amy Schumer or Tiffany Haddish are gay or lesbian, but they spread this fucking message out like they're saying gay, 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 like it's supposed to be some sort of
gotcha.
Like own, like it's supposed to be some sort of own of Florida.
DeSantis will never ever recover from any of this.
He will never recover from
the
that.
funniest thing about this, even though they say don't say gay, even though they're pushing all of this false fucking narrative on the bill and propaganda and all this shit, they did a poll, and even Florida Democrats, when told exactly what's in the bill, vote for the bill. Like it was like 53. It was either 53 or 63% were in favor of the fucking bill.
Yeah,
these people are so out of touch.
If they had no idea, if they actually read the fucking bill, they had no idea where it actually came from. They would or like had no idea what the name was. They'd be like, yeah, I have no problem with this. Oh, guess fucking what? It's actually the same bill that you're saying is erasing gay people or throwing them into fucking concentration camps.
It's so stupid. And honestly, I think it's the proper way to engage with people who are really, really for striking this bill down and lying about it and all that kind of stuff, is to just let everybody know that they're pedos. They're pedophiles. That's what they are. Well, and the funny thing is, I quote tweeted this about with Walt Disney is never a company that's been in a pedo ring scandal. And then I posted like 5 or 6 that I could find right off the bat. You just Google it. There's like every other year, seven Disney employees were caught in this pedo sex ring. Four out of 18. Oh yeah.
Jay,
if you search it.
Do you have that like right off do you have that in your timeline, like right near the top, or is it kind of like buried in there?
Let me get it.
We got to see this. I need to see this. The Habibis need to see this. It is too ironic.
It's all from
the Disney.
From different,
oh my god!
From different years.
God.
It's all from different years.
That headline. We need to read the headlines. We need, because if you watch or listen to this later and you have no idea what we're talking about, you need, like, specifically people listen to this. The first headline is 4 Disney employees arrested in Florida for human trafficking child predator sting. It's the next one. That was from NBC. This one's from the Daily Mail. It's from August 2021. So 3 Disney theme park employees are among 17 arrested in Florida child sex sting after they set up meetings with undercover detectives posing as 13 and 14-year-olds online. Holy fucking shit. Oh, hold up. Sorry, hold up. Kenan requests that the Pakistani accent comes in. So Jay, rewind. This has to be in full Pakistani accent. I'm sorry, I don't make rules. Habibi's requested, and so I must give you the accent. So 4 Disney employees arrested in Florida human trafficking child predator sting. 3 Disney theme park employees are among 17 arrested in Florida child sex sting after they set up meetings with undercover detectives posing as 13 and 14-year-olds online. Disney employees among 108 arrested in human trafficking sting. Was that all?
No, there's more. Hold on. There's another one right over here.
So it actually makes sense that they're advocating for pedos. They're like, we're just trying to get our employees back.
This is a montage of everything as well. Like, it shows in 2022 that we read that one. In 2021, we read that one of 13, 14-year-olds. 2 years ago, Disney security guard shows up buck naked to human trafficking sting. 124 arrested. Like, listen to these numbers: 124 arrested, 180 arrested, 17 arrested. Theme park employees caught in sexting in 2014, 2015. Florida child sexting nets former workers from Disney. Child porn investigation. Disney World, Legoland employees among 11 arrested. Walt Disney World employee tried to arrange sex with 8-year-old girl. And then they want to come and talk about like caring for kids and stuff. I mean, it's
these people are sick, man. They're sick. Faye BB, hope you're feeling better, Faye BB. A little bout of illness. Hope you're recovering okay, but glad to see you're on the stream. She says, is anyone surprised that the company that sexualized every one of their Mickey Mouse clubs, child stars, doesn't like this bill? Makes good sense. Anna Marie says, Habibis, hola. Teddy Scheckler, thank you for 400 bits, says, based on your name and skin, can I assume you're Pashtun? I am not, but maybe he's talking about you, Jay.
No, I think he's talking about you. What is Pashtun?
It's Afghani.
Oh, no, he's talking about
ethnicity.
You. Yeah, he's talking about you. Yeah.
Yeah. Master D says, why don't you have a seat over there, Mr. Mouse? Why don't you have a seat right over there? I'm Chris Hansen. ZD Willie says, I mean, it's Florida, and Orlando has a real high number of sex offenders. Yeah, Orlando fucking sucks. I'm sorry.
Because it's filled with Disney World employees. The whole city is like almost entirely Disney World employees.
I know. Baluch, Teddy Scheckler says, no, Punjabi. Red Honey Monkey says, don't forget about all the subliminal messages Disney has in their movies, like The Lion King.
Or even Aladdin.
No, hold up. What's the subliminal message in Lion King?
I think it's the dick. Like, it looks like a dick.
What looks like a dick?
Let me see.
Are you gonna show us on this?
Okay, let's just go ahead and. So it's like they've written "sex in the stars."
No,
that's what they think. Like, it says "sex in the stars," and then over here looks like a juicy butt. Juicy butt.
Oh my god.
I think that's it.
Yeah, but there's also the Little Mermaid, which is obviously pretty.
And
bad.
There's also the what's it called? The Aladdin one, where supposedly you can hear them say, "Take off all your clothes."
No.
Supposedly you can hear that. Supposedly you can hear that.
My God. Philip Mass says, dicks out for Mufasa. R.I.P. in peace to a real legend, Mufasa, who probably was like the best among those. Teddy Scheckler, who's still not over the fact that I'm not Pashtun or Baluch, says, you claim to be Punjabi with that complexion. What's the story? Well, my mother is American, and so I basically got all of my mom's side of the family, all those genes. So that's why I look like this. So, Jay, where are you being prevented from going?
I have no idea, so I'm not going to even try.
Oh wow, the chat just lit up. There's just a lot of people going. Yeah, I guess a lot. Dan wants pizza. Hakuna Matata, Simba. Wow, the chat has gotten super horny just now. Anna Marie says Ron should crack down on pedos instead of the trans LGHD HD TV plus communities, since it's the same thing with less controversy.
Look, it's not. I don't believe it entirely like that. That it's the same thing. Like, there can be teachers who are gay. There can be teachers who are LGBTQ. There can be all of that kind of stuff. What there cannot be, when you're teaching kids, all through elementary school, even through public school, is you don't tell them about your sexuality. You don't tell them what you do at home, and
Or
you
about
don't
your
tell them what
personal
it
life.
means.
Telling
you
them
don't
about
tell
their
them.
personal. It's so taboo, Jay, to even allow a student to call a teacher by their first name. That even right there crosses like a threshold right there. You're not their peer.
You're
not
not
your peers.
You're not your friends. And the way that they get buddy with kids and stuff like that is just so alarming. Like all of that is red flags. And people who want to try to think otherwise are fucking delusional. If a teacher, doesn't matter their sexuality or anything, even if they're just a cis white woman lib who is fucking crazy as shit, like most of them are, that is trying to teach them about sexuality or gender spectrum and all this type of shit, they need to be fired completely and never be next to children whatsoever.
Right. So
Kenan, 87. Mufasa versus Harambe. Who would win? Harambe. Have you seen his
No. It's actually, yeah. Who would win?
Kenan is like Kenan 87. Dicks out for both.
I'm gonna make that a 5-minute poll, 69 channel points or 1 bit per extra vote. I now have a poll going on who would win in the fight, Mufasa versus Harambe. But let's get to our top 3 right here. Number 3 comes from Washington Post opinions, and this is quite the take. Washington Post. This is where it gets really bad. Washington Post opinions tweets out: Republicans boast they have not pulled a Kavanaugh. We all remember what happened to Brett Kavanaugh when he was being confirmed in 2018. It continues. In fact, they've treated Ketanji Brown Jackson worse, the editorial board writes. Holy fucking shit, Jay. How did we get to this point where accusing a man falsely of sexual assault somehow is somehow not worse than what people have done to Ketanji Brown Jackson? Mispronouncing her name, Jay. I want to just point it out. Why is it that the Washington Post is writing joke articles at the expense of Black women?
Exactly right. Exactly right. Because that's exactly what this is. It's a fucking joke article at the expense of Jackson. Just put it up there that they're asking, because in all honesty, some of the GOP questions and stuff have been stupid and like showboaty and all that kind of stuff. Just say for what it is. Don't try to make the comparison to Kavanaugh. The only reason why other people come out and talk to and are comparing it between Kavanaugh and Jackson is because you guys like to try to claim that what Kavanaugh went through and what we experienced through the Kavanaugh, what's it called? Vote for him to be
the confirmation
confirmed is anything like what we're seeing now. You're so delusional. Like I fight with people on Twitter. I fight with people in my family over this, like all this kind of stuff that they're fucking dumb as shit. They're
but do you slap
so
them,
fucking stupid. No, I do not.
How can she slap me, son?
I don't.
How can she slap me?
How can you slap? How can you slap?
Also, I just love the cowardice of Washington Post putting it behind editorial board, as in like giving it to some person. Just beautiful. Chef's kiss, really. Absolutely. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, we have Lloyd Blankfein. All right, let's read this tweet. Let's see what the tweet that he's quoting. It's from the Wall Street Journal, tweeting out: President Biden said the U.S. will respond if Russia uses chemical weapons in Ukraine, following a meeting with NATO leaders to address new measures to help Ukraine in the month-long war. If you scroll up, you can see what we're dealing with here. Lloyd Blankfein tweets out: worth noting, even Hitler didn't permit his military to use chemical weapons, though he had them.
Is this guy's a Jew, right? Like Blankfein is last name. That's a Jewish last name for sure.
That obviously sounds like a Jewish last name.
Like I think it's almost like 100% like a Jewish last name.
I don't know if Jay, please prevent me from shooting myself in the face. Oh,
Habibi, I'll give you the. No, I'm joking. I would not.
I'll give you the gun.
I will shoot. I will shoot my load in your face. That's fine. You don't have to.
Okay.
I will shoot my load in your face.
Yeah, please shoot a load in my face, Jay, because I can't deal with shooting a load in my own face.
These people are fucking just dumb as absolute shit. And also, can we just go ahead and say, like, the U.S. will respond if Russia uses chemical weapons? Sounds a lot like the red line that Obama did nothing over. And,
well, you know, but Trump did, and he got a lot of criticism for it.
He did
with Syria.
But also, this just sounds like a way for us to have an excuse to go at war. Like, I don't even think it's gonna that chemical weapons are gonna happen, but they're going to claim they did.
Yeah, what is the method? What is like President Biden's like vision of like we will respond? Well, what are you gonna write an angry letter? It's been like we don't
cut it out.
You're gonna send out. You're gonna cut it out. You're gonna send an angry tweet saying, basically try to get as Trumpy as he possibly can.
That would be hilarious.
Like,
he'll hand his phone over. He'll actually hand his phone over to Trump to tweet for him, to start tweeting for him, so we can start like getting this done and over with.
Anybody with a sense of history knows how inaccurate this tweet from Blank Fine is. It's just amazing.
It's absolutely fucking fantastic.
So now we get to our top honorable mentions before we get to our number one. And that is the first one is Senator Marsha Blackburn tweets out, the Constitution grants us rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, not abortions. That's the Declaration of Independence, Senator. And you're a senator. How are you tweeting this shit?
Even I know it was the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, and Jay's illiterate. Next one, we have Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley tweeting out Black and Latinx. There she goes with the Latinx again. And of course, Jay, how does she know this? Is she a biologist? Black and Latinx commuters are disproportionately criminalized by fare evasion policies. Congress must pass my Freedom to Move Act to grant Black and Brown riders the freedom to navigate their community without fear. You know what this is specifically referring to, right, Jay? It's all about like train fare, subway fare. That's all it is.
Right. It's just amazing. But she capitalizes Black, but not brown.
Wow, that's racist, Jay.
But they're in the same thing. I mean, it's just all full of shit. Like all this language, the way that they speak, all of this stuff is fucking hilariously garbage.
And Jay, by pure virtue of Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley not speaking out in support of Jada Pinkett Smith, where they both suffer from alopecia, is in fact racist.
No, she did, but she deleted it afterwards. You didn't see the tweet? She did, but she deleted it.
That's what I meant. Deleted it, so therefore she's racist.
Right. And also, you know, having the disease is no excuse for having the eyebrows that she has.
Next up, we have Joe Walsh.
Another one.
Another honorable mention. Tweeting out, Biden didn't imply regime change. He demanded it, called for it. And everyone in the world who believes in freedom and democracy is damn glad he did it. No, we're not. No one is happy about regime change. We're not trying to go to fucking war with Russia. Get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely.
Next up, we got MSNBC. And Jay, we know this. We know this.
Sorry, he came up with
Harris Villain. Yeah, great call. Going back to the Ayanna Pressley tweet, Harris Villain says, way to imply Black and Latino don't pay their fares, JFC. On Rumble, Mang 1982 says, don't some white people also try to evade paying for public transport? It's literally
everyone.
It transcends race. If you could avoid paying for train fare, most people will try to do that.
You just jump over it. Like, fuck that shit.
MSNBC tweets out, the far right's obsession with fitness is going digital. Yes, Jay. Apparently, everyone who's like really into fitness.
I like to after I work out, I like to rub my nipples and just go, white supremacy. White supremacy. You see me running, white supremacy. Oh yes, Tom Nichols.
Tom Nichols.
Bitch tit.
We're almost
Nicole.
done. We're almost done with the honorable mentions. Tom Bitch Tits Nichols tweets out about this Karen. This is irresponsible. This Karen makes it seem like this is somehow a war aim. And what was the Karen? Biden. Putin cannot remain in power.
His exact words, like they're quoting the president, and he went on trying to defend this so much. And I made the comparison that Tom Bitch Tit Nichols has literally devolved himself into Hannity as Hannity was during the Trump years. The guy tries so hard to defend Biden at every corner. He puts himself in a fucking pretzel to do it and shit. The guy is a full of shit fucking fraud. Full of shit fucking fraud.
Michael Malay says, what if his name was Nom Tickles? Harris Villain also says Biden doubled down today too. Yeah, I don't really have a habit of watching the president.
And then Jen Rubin was trying to also
Simp.
and not just her. She tweeted like trying to explain what he actually meant. You remember how they were so adamant to go after anyone who tried to do that at Trump? Like, this is what Trump actually said. And they'd be like, oh, go fuck yourself, blah, blah, blah. Now they're doing the exact same thing. And the funny thing is that Tom Nichols quote tweeted her and said, good explanation on it. And it's like the whole thing.
Amazing.
It's absolute garbage.
Just incredible.
It's so garbage.
So there was I have one more to add to the honorable mentions, but Jay, you want to read this one from Brian Kemp?
Yes. Governor Brian Kemp. Big win for Butts. I love Butts. For Butts County, Georgia. Law enforcement this morning. Sheriff Gary Long's hardworking team captured 300 pounds of marijuana being moved from Michigan to Florida, taking yet another drug dealer off our streets. Congrats and thank you to those working so hard to keep Georgians safe. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. The marijuana, oh my God, I fucking hate every time I see this type of shit. I think that these people are just fucking dumb garbage. They're fucking idiots. And this is why
Brian Kemp is dumb garbage.
And it's so hard for me to think of law enforcement is good in a lot of ways. But when it comes to shit like this, when it comes to our freedom and when it comes to what we're able to do and not do as adults, they overstep completely. Like you can say you can back the blue for sure, but the job of
Did you just call it black the blue?
Back the blue, back.
I heard black the blue, Jay.
To the window, to the wall, to the sweat drip down my butt. So like
Michael Malay says black the boo. Hold on. Michael Malay says last time I tuned. Oh, I'm sorry. As lightly used wool vest says last time I tuned in, you guys were topless. Well, what a relief tonight. Sorry.
We'll see you. We'll see you on Wednesday, sir.
Wait,
we'll see you on Wednesday.
You're not going to take your shirt off? Betrayal. Top 10 anime betrayals right there.
Oh, I'm joking. Of course I'm going to. Habibi.
Oh, hell yeah.
Habibi.
What? Thank God. If anybody wants to blame anyone, you got to blame a slightly used wool vest.
Got you. We got you.
We got you. So let's go ahead and put a bow on it. Let's get down to our last two on the.
This is for you, Butts County. This is for you, Butts County.
Next up, we got you. Line New says it is violence to mock someone's health condition and vulnerability. No, it's not. It is violence to physically assault someone. That is true.
Yes.
It is violence to not take responsibility for violent actions. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It is violence to allow and excuse violence. Also, no, it's not. It is violence to call for violence. That's middle ground right there. But it's not.
Still not. It's not.
You're advocating for violence. That is not violence.
You're just advocating for violence for sure. Yeah. And if the guy goes and does violence, then you should be held accountable for that certain thing. But it's not violent. Violence is the physical act.
Yeah.
Like
I
if
don't
hurting
understand.
somebody's feelings is considered violence, then all the Habibis would have to go to jail for what they do to you on a daily
That's true.
fucking basis. But in all
Well, I
honesty,
also give it to them.
I don't know.
I also get Jay. I also give it to
no
them.
jury would convict.
No jury would convict, but
No
also
jury
Jay,
would
I
convict.
also give it to them in 69 fold. Coffee Bird on Rumble says nobody wants to see your bitch tits. Too bad you're seeing them anyways. Next up on the honorable mention list, we have Kobe Biacolo. Says, scroll down, Jay. Stop rubbing your nipples and scroll down. Says, just a note to white people that what happened between Will, Jada, and Chris is black folks' business. Tread lightly. What are you going to do? Slap us?
Yeah, shut the fuck up. No, I won't backhand you. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to my backhand. It's just fucking hilarious. Like when shit goes down, of course we're going to talk about it. It's the same thing that they like to try to say about like with black on black crime or they like what's going on in the black community, all this kind of stuff. You aren't allowed to talk about it, even if you have solutions. It's not your problem. It's a black people problem. But I don't think they're doing so well in solving their problems by themselves. I think
so
having some help.
So anybody who's not black is you just can't talk about it.
Yes, you can't.
But it is also violence, according to Jared McHugh says, y'all taking your shirts off is violence. This is essentially 100% true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Master Thief says, no, if it was actual black folks business, people would be shouting World Star. Actually,
I wish I was
I'm
there.
surprised.
I swear
I wish somebody was there to shout World Star when that happened.
Oh my god, that's so good. So good.
Faye BB says these honorable mentions are taking longer than the alleged quick segments from HPH. I'm sorry. There are a lot of I can't stop adding more and more.
They're so bad. Some of them need to be named. They need to be named and shamed.
Our last honorable mention is from Stephen Miller. No, not Red Steez, but Stephen Miller, the former.
We should have photoshopped Stephen Miller on this though.
We should have. Yeah,
we should have.
He tweets out this evening, actually, the terrible assault that took place last night at the Academy Awards is just the latest example of how Joe Biden's weakness and incompetence embolden the world's bad actors. How the fuck do you get that take from the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock?
It's the same thing when people are trying to blame it on Trump. Like it's so stupid. Like how do you can't get that?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
You have to really jump through insane fucking hoops in order to get that done.
ZD Willie says this whole honorable mention section, it's not as long as sending those postcards out at least. Well, inshallah, take.
God, if we did that, you guys would have died of starvation.
That's true. Let's get to our number one worst tweet of the week, Jay, and drum roll. Jay Perk tweets at Jonathan Perk. Let's scroll down and take a look at it. He tweets out, no one wants to openly admit we all hope Clarence Thomas dies. Whatever you need to tell yourselves. This whole rule, we're not to wish ill on people is silly. Uncle Thomas is a sexist token who's committed himself to making us all share in he and his treasonous wife's misery. That is quite a take, Jay.
Jesus.
That is number one take.
That is insane.
So it is literally
pretty racist.
Jay, hold on,
Holy
Jay.
Shit.
Jay, this white man literally wishing ill on a black woman. Could you believe it?
I can't believe it at all. Completely wishing ill and using the term uncle and using the term token as well. Like it's fucking insane.
Like Lord of the Rings, like he's Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Did I say Tolkien? Did I say Tolkien? Yeah. I said Tolkien, didn't
I? You did.
You know what's really funny? It's because I've been watching this channel called I'm not even fucking lying. I've been watching this channel called Nerd of the Rings that does deep dive explanations on different characters from Lord of the Rings and Tolkien himself. And last night we were talking. I wasn't part of it. They wouldn't even. I would love to be on that podcast, but they didn't put me on. But they were talking about what if Gandalf had the Ring of Power? He'd eat ass.
That'd be interesting.
That's the one. What if he'd eat ass?
Holy Kelly says, "Isn't Ginny Thomas white?"
Yes, she is.
She is. But since we now don't know what a woman is, this violence against Clarence Thomas is literally violence against a black woman.
Absolutely.
Michael Malay says Clarence Thomas is not authentically black despite speaking Gula until he was 10 in black backwater South. Gullah.
Gullah. But and it's really funny because like Clarence Thomas came from absolute shit, and especially in a time that was absolutely shit for black people growing up in America. Like, I mean, we're not going to sugarcoat or hide it. Like, it was pretty fucking bad. And he really came up, and he is like a lot of what should be looked at as the American dream, not just for black people, but for everyone, for every American to see what's possible. And it's amazing that we are not treating the way Biden treated him.
No, yeah.
I mean, they were
hearing as a high-tech lynching.
Right. And they're acting like, for example, with Trump saying Acosta is fake news was the worst thing to ever happen to a person ever and is going to get him killed and all this type of bullshit.
Nate Clem says they act as normal for people to think wishing harm on folks is common. It's all fucking crazy. So yeah, there you go. There's your list for this week. It is obviously a doozy. There are a lot of really bad takes, and we'll take a few. We'll read the chat for a couple minutes before we cap it. But Frostbite says, you guys see Bill Maher said GOP would like to see 0 black people on SCOTUS. Was he completely ignoring the fact that most conservatives would love to see Clarence Thomas live forever? Guess he decided he had to remind us that he is still a lib. Yeah, that's odd. It's interesting. I feel like Bill Maher is realizing that he's losing his audience and probably saw that his numbers are going down on HBO. Or HBO, basically, the exec said, if you don't cut this shit right now, we're pulling the plug on your show. And he decided he was going to continue to go back to be fully lib. Seth Seminole says, check out the latest Charlie Crist tweet. You won't regret it. Jay, let's go to that. Can you go to that real quick?
What is it? Charlie Crist?
Charlie Crist, yeah. It should be from his main account, Charlie Crist.
Who is Charlie Crist?
He's the former governor of Florida.
What spell his last name?
It's literally in the comment that I have highlighted on the screen, Jay.
I apologize.
Jesus Christ, Jay. It's
Congressman
not. It's not. No, not that one. The other one. The one that it should be. That one. All right, let's zoom in. Zoom in. Let's read it. Zoom in. Let's read it.
The thing you need to know about Will Smith and Chris Rock is that Ron DeSantis just signed awful bigoted legislation, and we need to defeat him in November. What? What? The thing you need to know about Will Smith and Chris Rock is that Ron DeSantis just signed awful bigoted legislation, and we need to defeat him in November. Like what?
Big Toad. What? It's not even bigoted. Big Toad.
Oh, Big Toad.
Big Toad. Big Toad. Not bigoted. Big Toad. Oh man.
My God. What the fuck
Faye BB says,
saying?
Faye BB says, go list, gentlemen. People were extra insane last week. Ben deserves kudos. Actually, he does not because he's fired.
Absolutely fired.
But kudos to Ben Morrissey, the listener. You can go follow him on Twitter at Ben Morrissey16. Obviously, if you want to catch every list nomination, go ahead and follow the list Twitter account. Should be in the description of this video, or if you're listening to this later, at list comes for all. comes. So Jay, I think that'll do it for us this evening. We will be back on Wednesday for a Habibi Power Hour, 9 p.m. East. You can watch it here on Rumble. Also, don't forget to sign up for our locals, HabibiBros.com. I'm sorry, HabibiBros.locals.com. And use the promo code JenRubin69. That's right, JenRubin69. You get a month free trial.
Are they all? Is it all caps?
Yes, it's all caps. It's all caps. So It has to be all caps because it's John Rubin, damn it. For the Habibi Bros, I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Big Toad Jay Kobbe.
You are Big Toad. And this has been the List Stream. We'll see you on Wednesday on Habibi Power Hour. Peace. Masalama.